What's up, everyone? Sean Count Blaggearth here today with an album review. This time, actually, it's a double album review. This time of the 2013 Crawl Records releases of, I got ahead of myself, Funeral Abyss, The Glorification of Darkness, and Hypnos, The Temple. Now, these are two projects done by the same man, and that's why I'm doing them in the one video. Crawl Records is ran by him. He's also a YouTuber named Hugh Morgan. Link will be to his channel in the description. And let's get started. I'm going to start off with Funeral Abyss. And also, just going to put this out there, the SD card to my camera has crapped the bed, and I can't record any videos using my main camera until I get a new SD card, so we're stuck with this. But yeah, anyways, Funeral Abyss, The Glorification of Darkness. Let me take a step back with the history of Funeral Abyss. He also had another one-man project, UK black metal, called Wolves, and he put out this demo called Summoning Sickness. And this is some very, very good stuff. It's very basic, very raw black metal. There's nothing fancy about it. There's nothing special about what he's doing. There's nothing technical about what he's doing on the Wolves demo. It's just stripped down raw black metal. Now, with Funeral Abyss, he took that sort of mentality to black metal and brought it up another level with The Glorification of Darkness. This is just a 4-track affair that really flies by quickly, and it's a shame because it's so damn good. Just some blistering fast, true old school raw black metal that if you like black metal, you will like this. There's no way around it. If you like the old school stuff, this is definitely for you. Everything from the guitars to the drums and the vocals all scream that early mid-90s era of Norwegian black metal, and I love that sort of stuff. Darkthrone is one of my favorite black metal bands of all time, and hearing stuff that's very similar to that on here is very good. One of the most enjoyable black metal demos I have heard from this year. There's been a lot of demos I've heard, and not all of them have been good, but this one is very enjoyable. I listen to this quite frequently. I've had this for a while, and I recently got a tape deck that worked, and I've just been spinning this nonstop. It sounds so good, and one of my favorite parts about this album is the hooks of a lot of these riffs. They hook you instantly, and you're absorbed in it. There's nothing that's really too raw about it. It's a very good middle of the road in the scale or the scheme of raw black metal, so to speak. It's a good middle of the road production and guitar sound. So it's something that pretty much anybody who's already got their feet wet in black metal can definitely get into. This is some great stuff. For a score, I would have to give this a very solid 8 out of 10. My only complaint is I wish it was longer. And great job on this release. Black studio tape, black case, and inlay card. There's 50 copies of this. I have number 15 out of 50. Recommend you guys pick this up. Link will be in description to a track and to the Crawl Records Big Cartel, where you can order yourself a copy because you need to, and it's very cheap. Next is Hypnos with The Temple. Now, fans of drone metal, take note, or drone music or ambient. This is definitely for you. I absolutely love really good drone, and this is some amazing stuff. Nothing about this is really that boring, overly simplistic, brain-dead, mind-numbing garbage that you'll hear a lot of underground drone acts do. This is some very well thought out stuff that's in vein of, if you guys are familiar with Orbis. has that very natural vibe to it, this very dark and sinister natural sound. The cover says it best about what the music contains on here. It's just very natural, dark, nature-inspired ambient and drone, and I love it. I cannot stop listening to this when I start. It's one of those tapes where if you're in the mood for it, you definitely need to hear this and just sit in the dark and just truly absorb what you're hearing. And that's what I've been doing with this tape, is I like to sit in the dark alone at night, turn off the lights, and have no interruptions. Turn this up as loud as I possibly can, close my eyes, and enjoy the atmosphere. And that's how I recommend you guys listen to this. I will have a link to a track in the description that is off of this. Check it out. Subscribe to Hugh Morgan. And once again, very nicely done tape. This time a gray shell with a gray studio tape. And we're at number 29 of 30. So he has some copies left. Definitely place an order. He's got other tapes. I'm going to be picking them up as soon as I possibly can. This is some great stuff. For a score on Hypnos the Temple, I kind of have to score it differently than I would a metal release because you can't approach it the same. For a drone album, this is very good, especially for an EP like this. I would have to give this a very solid, once again, another 8. This is very enjoyable. It's great to listen to in the dark. Just something everyone that's a fan of atmospheric music needs to hear. So 8 out of 10 and 8 out of 10. Go to the Crawl Records page and pick yourself up copies of these. Well worth the money. They're very cheap. And that's it, everyone. Support Hugh Morgan. Link to his channel will be in the description. Go subscribe to him. Great videos, great guy, and great beard. But that's it. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you for subscribing. And as always, keep it metal.